say?
She usually does.
Yeah. We're just talking.
Go ahead. Just go at it like you give me all day long.
Make me laugh.
Let me see, actually, if this is in your face. I don't know where it is.
I don't think so.
Maybe it should be.
No, it's on your shoulder. It's on the far end of your shoulder. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Hear my cat in the background meowing. So we're gonna play some racing games. Do you know any tracks? What tracks do you guys know?
I know none.
You don't know tracks?
No, these are car tracks. Not
Daytona.
motorcycles. Yeah, Daytona.
Daytona?
Daytona's
Might
not
be,
full.
might be one. No, but there's the road course.
Oh.
Laguna, is that one?
Laguna's one. We could do Laguna or Daytona. Those are the biggest ones,
Those
really.
are the only ones
Indy.
I've heard of in car racing. Yeah.
Indy. I don't think. We'll see what they have on there. But let's. Daytona, I'm pretty sure, is an option, and Laguna for sure is an option.
MIS?
Probably not. They don't really have a lot of ovals. But they have Daytona because
Which
it's
is a
the
good
road
thing because
course.
it gets boring.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things about the tail that I didn't expect, and I found it in Needles Highway too in the Black Hills, is there's guys that just camp out there with big awnings and really high-end cameras,
Yeah.
and they take all your photos, and
Yeah.
then there's websites on their awnings.
Oh yeah, I think one of them, Killboy is his name.
Yes,
It's
that's
his
actually the one
website.
we used.
Yeah.
So my birthday that year after we did tail, she went and printed out a whole bunch of the shots from us riding, and it looked super cool, and she gave me this like really customized like picture frame with everything on it. So yeah, man, I miss my GoPro. I still have it. I still have all the mounts. I don't know. I just lost the taste for it. I found that I started running out of stuff to talk about. Like, started motovlogging, so I was watching all the other motovloggers out there and just loving it. And it was like, back in the day, it was Do It With Dan, Yummy R6, Baker X Derrick out in California. Oh my god, chill!
Yeah, to see yourself, passing people and passing cars and
Feels good.
Yeah, it's a big adrenaline dump,
Oh, yeah.
that I feel. So, but yeah, road cycling is probably something that and I was thinking about this last night. Well, after we had spoken, I've always liked cycling. Period. I think I was 18 or 17 or 18 when I had my first motorcycle.
Okay.
I had a Yamaha 250 Exciter,
Okay.
and I think it was like a 4-speed transmission on it.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was a candy apple red or something goofy like that. And I remember just loved riding that motorcycle. That was just loved riding the motorcycle. But prior to that, I worked my butt off as a 14-year-old cutting lawns to buy my first bicycle.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Gotta work,
Yeah. And I would take our family lawnmower and go around the neighborhood cutting lawns.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, Eric, what I made, $3 to cut a lawn or whatever
Sure.
it is.
Inflation.
Yeah. Now it's inflation. Now they're charging you $30 a cut.
Pretty interesting. Where I started out on the RS-725 and then slowly kind of made my way up from there. And it's been interesting seeing how racing has come now, where back then it was everybody's on a different bike. Oh, this person's on an RS-125. Oh, this person's on a Milwaukee. Oh, this person's on a Ninja.
Yeah.
Everything is all over. And then now with Moto America doing some more stuff, it's being a lot more centralized. So I think I got on the KTM 390 back in 2015, and I was the youngest competitor there for a little bit. And then went up to Super Stock 600, where I again was the youngest rider for like the next 2 years. So it's been interesting, and now I'm in Super Sport. So
It's good to see that progression. A lot of people just will stay at one point and never really move on, but you seem like you've adapted pretty well to the different bikes. And you were even, I think, a Red Bull Rookies Cup selection rider for a little bit there.
yeah, I was. Yeah, that was a really interesting experience.
Spend one day, spend that Sunday, or
Whatever
Sunday
day.
afternoon,
Yeah.
whatever you have free, because everybody's schedules had Monday through Friday. But spend one day, make a bunch of food, freeze a bunch of it. Your needs will last 4 or 5 days. I don't like to go over 5 days in the fridge.
Okay.
Just freeze it and then take it out next week, thaw it out, and there you go. Got your good meal.
Gotta try that out. I made a chuck roast the other day, and there was not a whole lot of meat left at the grocery store, so I got it. I was like, I know this is probably not gonna be the best. It's kind of veiny, and fatty, but I was working my way through the rest of it just the other day. It's pretty good food. I mean, you've got to work around some of the pieces.
Yeah.
This is good stuff there. What kind of message would you want to send to people if you had to say something? Is there a message that you want to convey to people about riding or racing or food or anything?
Riding, racing.
Does John Hawkins have a message for the world?
Just create a life balance. You know, life's all about balance. You know, you don't have to be just gung-ho about one thing. Just have balance. You know, that'd be it, right? And everything. Riding, just be. What's the word I'm looking for? Be an open book. Be a sponge. Learn. You can't know everything. You can't be the fastest guy out there. You're never going to be the fastest guy out there.
Yeah.
There's always going to be somebody that is quicker. Just be an open book with that.
Another thing that really helped me promote me and get me motivated is with my phone I have the YouTube app, and I just during this COVID-19 I typed in motivational speeches, and every day I listen to a different one. I usually try to find the longest ones if you got an hour run, because that's I go over an hour on biking.
So you don't have to switch it up.
So, sorry for that. It was spam detected, so I wasn't going to go for that.
You know, you can if it's not a longer one, you could always put it on a playlist. If you have a couple different shorter ones.
Oh.
And
you're talking about YouTube
as a playlist.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So I really like listening to the motivational speeches, and Les Brown is on there. David Goggins, if you've ever heard of David Goggins. David Goggins is an ultra runner. Yeah. He was a inner city kid who was like close to 300 pounds.
He's a big guy.
Inner city guy, black gentleman, and he eventually wanted to join the Navy SEALs.
But there's so many different sports you could play. How do you say, this is the one for me?
I didn't. It didn't happen like that. I kind of always wanted to do a marathon, and just thought it would be a cool goal and something to achieve and something to work towards. Didn't really do any kind of running, specifically running, until I got to college. Was doing some running for like drum corps and getting like the whole breath with exercise thing kind of under control, and do more like breath training kind of thing. I did like a half marathon at Michigan State, and then kind of some like fun runs and some trail runs and some 5Ks, and I did a warrior dash thing that was fun, and we did Tough Mudders and stuff like that. But I moved to Minnesota and was just kind of at like one of their sports stores, and they had a marathon that they would put on every fall.
I tell them, even if they have to make one up, just give me a deadline.
Right, and it always seems like there's a higher priority one, so it never gets done, right?
Right. Something always seems to jump up and take place of, what could have been, that project getting finished, and it's like, how many times can you do that before,
Yeah.
they start to sit there and wonder, I wonder if you forgot about me, and it's like, I didn't, it's just, sometimes it piles up, and, I'm learning as I go how to better organize my influx of, requests or inquiries. People just want quotes or get an idea for like what this sort of thing might even cost them. But, I'm sure you experience it all the time, but I have a hard time keeping track of messages incoming, because it could be on Facebook Messenger, it could be in a comment on a thread, it could be on my page, it could be a direct message on my personal Instagram, my business Instagram, all sorts of friends and family and people I don't know. And then you have to approve requested messages sometimes, so those will sit
you
over.
don't even see them.
Yeah, it's a box that I'll see that's like a week old. Oh my God, I didn't even know they were trying to reach out to me.
The Suzuki DRZ 400, just got it.
Yeah.
Figured I'd get out of the racing scene a little bit, but I wanted a bike again. So I thought about buying an R6, but I can only ride that every other weekend or so.
Right. much less frequent.
Yeah.
So this you're looking for something to do on the street more often, sometimes in the trails.
Ride it to work, ride down back roads. And then in the winter, I'm going to buy an R6.
Okay.
So.
You do some more track days, that kind of thing?
Yep. My plan was always to ride next year.
Yeah. 2021?
Yeah, and then I went to Gingerman last weekend.
I saw that with Nolan.
Yep. Just went to hang out for a minute. I was there for probably an hour.
Is that like an evening track day?
No, that was a full track day. I was there in the morning. I got there at like 10.
Okay.
But it's my plan. Do coaching next year again.
The STT, Sport Bike Track Time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a motorcycle race license probably like 100 years ago. I got one of those Team Chicago day things, and even I felt like I didn't deserve it because it was actually snowing at Grattan, and they went and took a leaf blower to get the snow off turn 1 and 2, and I was like, nope, I'm good.
You didn't want to like, ice?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I think I'm just gonna not ride. But people did ride, which, good for them. But yeah, I still obtained my actual physical race license. So really all I needed to do at that point was just go apply with WERA, or apply with AMA, I guess I should say, to get my actual like certification. But yeah, I didn't, because I wasn't like actually good enough at the time to even consider racing. And then I did like that whole crashing thing a bunch, and then it like got all in my head. And then I did like the mind game thing for probably a decade.